What's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about Kylo Ren because Adam Driver actually gave us some huge revelations regarding the ending of Kylo Ren. Not that I believe the movie would have been any better, because after The Last Jedi, to be quite honest, I don't think there was nothing else to fix that movie. But anyways, things happened the way they did. We already know the whole mess. We knew that they started this new trilogy with disregard for our beloved characters, because to begin with, they should have sat down and decided where the character was going to start, the middle, and the ending, because that's how you work a trilogy. Obviously, when you are filming, certain things could be changed, but the overall story should have been done before. But we know for sure that that didn't happen. Rian Johnson came in and pretty much wrote everything completely opposite than what J.J. Abrams started. And after all the fan backlash, they brought J.J. Abrams back to just rehash the old again, bringing Palpatine, because, well, guess what? We do not have a big bad anymore, because Kylo Ren was now going to be redeemed, and they had also killed Snoke without even explaining to us who was Snoke, what was the meaning of Snoke. Anyways, it was just a mess after a mess after a mess. So first, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna react to this clip of him actually revealing something that a lot of us did not expect. So let's just see. Let me open here. 2, 3, and bam.
But did you know that at least you're playing Vader 2.0? Like, at least.
Okay, so now is the part in which we are going to discover if indeed he knew that he was going to, if he knew where his character was going to end. And this is just another proof how the Disney Star Wars really sucks, because they honestly, from the beginning, did not know where their character was going to end. It's just terrible.
Did you know that conceptually?
I did, yeah. And I had an overall arc in mind that he wanted to do, which, then changed. But his idea was that almost the opposite journey of Vader, where Vader starts the most confident, the most, committed to the dark side. And by, the last movie, he's the most vulnerable and weak. And he wanted to start at the opposite, where this character was the most confused and vulnerable, and by the end of the 3 movies would be most committed to the dark side. So I tried to keep that arc in mind.
Interesting. Okay, so they give the actor false information that totally impacts the way that he acts. I mean, I think it really worked regardless what he did with Kylo Ren. I thought, he's an amazing actor. I just thought that there was a lot of the tantrums from Kylo Ren that I didn't think was necessary. But other than that, we all know he's a brilliant actor. But it's really funny that they feed the actor a really false information that is just like, this is crazy to me.
Wound up not being the journey anyway, because it changed, obviously, as we were shooting.
Yeah, right.
Right, but I was still kind of focused on that.
When did it change?
Well, with Ryan, he took it into a different direction, but still it kind of still tracked with the character. Than the last one, it changed.
That's where I disagree,
into being, about them and the dyad and things like that.
And then, again, so you...
And kind of evolving into Ben Solo. That was never part of it.
That wasn't either?
No.
The whole Ben Solo was also not a part of it. That's very interesting. I mean, like I said, I have no faith that this was going to be a better movie, but I don't know.
Because, Ben Solo, he was Ben Solo from the beginning, right. But it was never a version where we actually see Ben Solo when I first saw him.
So he was going to be full-on bad.
Again, so you're a Star Wars guy, just like, most everyone in the human race, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So what was it like for you, Adam Driver, when Harrison Ford's on the set and you're about to do what you're about to do to Han Solo?
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
A lot of the first movie was denial.
My dad was very hurt from this movie because he didn't expect that they're going to do to Han Solo what they did, and he's probably one of his favorite characters. And that was kind of sad to watch all of that, but it is what it is. I even thought that, okay, that happened, but we're still going to get a reunion, perhaps a flashback. It was really, I don't think they should have done that. But anyways, there's also a lot of rumors that people said it was Harrison Ford's fault for killing Han Solo. And I agree that in the original trilogy, he really wanted Han Solo to die. This is verified information. I saw in an interview Harrison Ford talking about it at all, that he thought that when when Vader captured Han Solo and put him on that machine, and that was gonna be the end, because he thought that was just gonna be a better story. But George Lucas said, well, dead characters do not sell toys, and George was obviously very right about that. But when it comes to the new Star Wars now, I don't think that he wanted to be killed. I think this was old news, because if that was really true, he wouldn't have returned for the last film, right? They brought him back. I mean, they didn't have Carrie Fisher anymore, and they brought Harrison Ford back for the last movie. If he was really done with Star Wars, he would not have agreed to come back. So I don't think that was his fault that they killed him off. I think this is stuff that they wanted to do in the original trilogy, was what he wanted to do, because I think he wanted to be more involved with Indiana Jones than he wanted to be involved with Star Wars. But anyways, old story, right?
But from what I remember, that day was mostly about Harrison. Harrison was like, it's seemingly from the outside was an emotional thing. It was,
of course it was emotional.
Him and his son and me and our father and all that stuff was coming out.
It was terrible.
And I remember we were on this big catwalk that we were shooting it, and it's just him and I, and we're talking, and he was like looking around, and he goes, look what we get to do. Isn't this so great? And I was... I would think that he would be cynical or over it, and it was the exact opposite. He wasn't.
Then, I'm not going to watch this whole interview here, but then Adam Driver also had a monologue on Saturday Night Live in which he said this, and I thought this was quite interesting. Watch what he said here. Bam!
Oh, and I'd like people to stop coming up to me on the street saying, you killed Han Solo. I didn't kill Han Solo. Wokeness killed Han Solo.
And I'll probably end the video with this, because to me, wokeness killed Star Wars. The fake progressivism and bad storytelling, whole crap in which they disregarded our beloved heroes, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, even Leia. That whole scene with Leia up in space, it's unforgivable. This is just the lazy writing from nowadays, the lack of care. They didn't even care to sit down and plan the trilogy. That's how much care they had for this film. It's unbelievable how they drove the franchise into the ground. But anyways, guys, that's what I have for you today. What I would like to hear from you is that if you think Kylo Ren did not have a sort of a redemption, would that have been a better film? I mean, I thought it didn't matter. Whatever they would have done after The Last Jedi, it doesn't really matter. But anyways, maybe you think this would have been a better idea. Drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.